Hey, what's up everybody? Back in with another video. Just woke up probably 5 hours ago around noon. Cracked open a beer, came in here, and I was planning on shooting a death metal video, but I was really not in the mood to listen to death metal for some reason today. I always go through those phases and kind of struggled to find what I wanted to really listen to be honest with you, and I wasn't really planning on making a video. I always say that, but what happens is I listen to something like, oh yeah, and then I listen to another one, oh yeah, I want to listen to that. And so today I've been listening to glam metal. I've been talking and chatting with George of George's Room of Rock several times. I've chatted putting a list together, a glam metal list, and I never do it. Well, today here I am to do it. And I've given this video a lot of thought, and then today I think it's go time. And not saying I haven't shot a glam metal top 10 or top 20 list. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, but I decided to go revisit it because, to be honest with you, I showed more of the typical stuff. And I also mixed in more heavy metal bands than really glam, and I decided to just come back to it. I think I'm gonna do this in 3 parts. There's so many honorable mentions, I can make a whole video out of just honorable mentions. So I think I'm gonna make this one's gonna be more of my personal favorites, and my personal favorite leans more to the heavier, sleazier side. And the more bluesy side, I guess I want to say, of the glam metal genre. And then do the honorable mention one, and then do a more typical glam metal list, the typical ones you're going to see that are classics in my eyes. And the reason why I say more typical ones is they're the more popular ones, of course. But whenever I decide to do these videos, I've been watching several top 10 glam metal videos or top 20, and I've discovered several channels that way, and that doesn't just include just glam metal. I'll do it with black metal and thrash metal, just kind of get an idea of what everybody else is listening to, and go from there. And I've discovered, like I said, so many channels doing that. This is a VC community. My collection is very diverse, obviously. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll realize I have some really cool death metal albums, really cool thrash metal, and stuff like that. And it goes all the way to, I don't have a lot of new metal, to be honest with you, but I do have some. I do like it. I have some metalcore, and then I have some alternative or grunge, and some country. But today I'm gonna get back on track. This is why I shot this video intro so many times, is I keep on going off on other freaking subjects and not talk about the task at hand, my top 10 glam metal albums. So thank you for bearing with me for trying to explain why I like glam metal. I think that's what I was trying to do, and the reason why I did that is, man, I'm going back down the other rabbit hole. But this is a video I'm gonna just share. This is a video vlog of music. I'm just gonna share my thoughts. So the reason why I felt like I have to defend myself sometimes, and honestly, I really don't give a shit what people think, but somebody called me a poser in my last video because I showed Korn, a Korn album, and dude, if you're watching, you're probably not watching this video, but I don't understand your definition of poser just because I like a certain genre of music. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And when I say this, and I'm going to bring up 2 guys, or 3 actually, Music of Destruction, Justin Horville, and Drucifer. Love those guys. Watch their channels quite a bit. And nothing they say can ever offend me. But what is the definition of a poser? So far, what I could get from these guys is they're listening to heavier more extreme side of death metal that I freaking listen to, or black metal, or what have you, that I even listen to. But they're calling people posers because they like Pantera or listen to Slipknot and stuff like that. And it's mainly, the poser thing is mainly a cliche in the metal scene. I don't use that term. I don't give a crap what anybody listens to. Me personally, I like all music. Like I just mentioned, I have several different genres. But what cracks me up when I'm gonna return to that guy that commented and called me a poser because I like Korn. Same dude just a couple of months ago commented on my video. He likes my videos because I show death metal bands he's never heard of. Basically, in a nutshell, is what he said. So honestly, somebody please make a video, define what a poser is. I really want to fucking know, because a lot of it doesn't even make sense. No, it really doesn't make no sense at all. So anyway, let's get back to this video. And this is why I've shot this video so many times, because I keep on doing that and I can't stop it. So I'm just going to include it in the video, which sucks because I know there's a lot of some new viewers out like this stuff that normally wouldn't watch my channel because I show more of the death metal stuff. It's probably just went through a ringer of what the fuck. Probably clicked off by now. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm just going to get to it. Coming in at number 10 is Slick Toxic with Doing the Nasty. This album was released in 1992, and it's a Canadian sleaze, heavy metal, hard rock, glam metal band, I guess. The reason why I picked this CD up, to be honest with you, is I thought it was a thrash metal album, just because of the logo and font on the band name, and the cover art's not your typical sleaze or glam metal album cover, but you know. I just thought it was a thrash metal album. I remember going home, popping it in, and actually liking it, but kind of taken back because it wasn't what I thought it was. But it's a great album nonetheless. Doing the Nasty, or Big Fucking Deal. Actually, the opening track is Big Fucking Deal. That's my favorite freaking track on it. This is the OG press, the CD I bought. Always dug this artwork. Also, the glam metal scene, it went through phases. Of course, glam metal, we all know, means glamorized or whatever. It's because they were wearing makeup, spandex, and different things like that. And they kind of shed that a little bit. This one, the sleaze metal bands seem to be more in the chains and the black leather, more of the extreme side of glam metal, I guess, per se. But definitely, if you don't know Slick Toxic, definitely look this one up. It's not going to be for everybody. I enjoy this album because I think it's just classic in my eyes. It was released when I was in high school. Actually, I was a senior when that was released. Next one up is one you don't typically see at all. Not saying this is underground or anything, just one I rarely see shown. And that's Tora Tora with Surprise Attack. Tora Tora released this in 1989. They're out of Memphis, Tennessee. This is the original CD I bought back then. I think it's on A&M Records. Didn't say what this one was on. This is on Capitol, Slick Toxic. This is on A&M. The first song I heard on this was on MTV, and it was Phantom Rider. And it's more of a heavy metal track. Actually, I thought it sounded a lot like Metal Church. But this is still nonetheless glam metal. Damn good album. Damn good one. Favorite song, Love's a Bitch. I love that one. Actually, the guitarist in this kind of reminds me of a little bit of like Randy Rhoads, a little bit for some reason. Phantom Rider, Walking Shoes. She's good, she's bad. Being There. So many good ones. But yeah, I love the artwork. Of course, Tora Tora, we know what that is. Always liked that chick in there. I used to actually have this poster on my wall. Actually, it was on my door. But I think that was the original art, and they kind of knocked it down to that. Also, I'm not going to tell you who the singers are or guitarists. I didn't, I don't know who those are unless I really am into the band. This is an album that I freaking love, but it's one of those listens I have to be in the mood for. So there you have it. Tora Tora with Surprise Attack at number 9. Another one, somebody might say, nah, that's not thrash or glam metal, but I always thought it was. It's kind of a glam metal southern rock band. This is Jackal with their self-titled album, released in 1992, I want to say. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because the Lumberjack was playing on the MTV a lot with the Chainsaw Mafia, if you don't know. But this band, of course, is from Georgia. You could hear it in their sound. It's kind of a southern rock glam metal album. Always really dug this artwork. This is on Geffen Records as well, and this is their original press I bought shortly after it was released sometime. But I do like that artwork, the Chainsaw Mafia. They kind of hid the parental advisory up here. I don't know why they did that. It seemed like people was likely to buy an album if it had that sticker up front. But yeah, this one I always liked. I like every track. This is actually one of the videos or CDs I was listening to before this video. I Stand Alone, Dirty Little Mind, and then Lumberjack, of course. But every track is great. She Loves My Cock. That's the Sleaze metal. Good stuff. Jackal with her self-titled. This next one up is one from Austin, Texas, 1989's Dangerous Toys, which everybody knows the vocalist sang for Watchtower, which was Chuck Schuldner's of Death's favorite band. But Dangerous Toys, I remember buying this. I didn't actually hear a song off of it until I had it on cassette originally. But because I like the artwork, I really dig that. I didn't know what I thought. Be honest with you, when I saw it, I was thinking maybe an Aerosmith sounding band, because I was thinking Toys in the Attic, and I think that cover art kind of reminded me of like Toys in the Attic a little bit with this killer clown. But I popped it in. I mean, Teasing, Pleasing. That song will never die. It's just such a great track. Every track on this is great, but if you don't know this album, start with the opening track, Teasing, Pleasing, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Teasing, Pleasing. Sporting a Woody. I used to have actually the t-shirt. This is on Columbia Records too, by the way. I had the t-shirt that said Sporting a Woody on it and had the clown on the front, but on the back it said Sporting a Woody. But yeah, you could tell it's the Sleaze style. With the leather jackets, the jeans. This guy's wearing a Death t-shirt. The vocalist, I think, is. Or, yeah, no, it might be the bass player. I can't remember. Look at that sick-ass artwork. But just your typical inlay with the lyrics and everything. But definitely look this one up. This one, for me, is number 7. Because I forgot to. Dangerous Toys with their self-titled. At number 6 is LA Guns with Cocked and Loaded. And I bought this album because I had their first album. I still have their first album. I bought this album because the Ballad of Jane was on the radio a lot. And like I said in my other video, it was all about the power ballad. You remember I mentioned that, and if you've watched that. Back then, it seemed like a lot of bands were trying to release power ballads, so I think the record companies were pushing for them, and that was a hot ticket to your girlfriend's heart, I guess, whatever, back when those teen years. But this one's a great one. This one freaking rules. Love Letting Go is kind of more of an intro, slap in the face, sleazy comes, easy go. Sleaze metal. The Ballad of Jane, of course. Magdalene. Give a Little. I'm going to say every song because I love it. The guitar solo, I'm Addicted, is freaking awesome. And then this has a bonus track, I Want to Be Your Man. I don't think that's on the vinyl edition, but this is the original press on Vertigo. And like I said, this is sleaze metal just by their look and sound. But goddamn, get out of there. The leather and the jeans, they look more like a thrash band back then. This one still has its order form. And that's the first one I got, the first one. But great one. And a little bit of history on this. I don't know too much, but I know Guns N' Roses, I think Axl Rose and the guy Guns, last name was in a band, Guns N' Roses. That's where you get Guns N' Roses. For those who don't know that much of glam history, which I really don't know that much either. I just bought the albums because I dug them and listened to them. I didn't really chase after who was who and the whole story. But LA Guns, Cocked and Loaded at number 6. And another one, phenomenal vocalist. And I can't remember his name. It sounds Russian. Oh shit. But this is Steelheart with their self-titled. And this is a just amazingly produced album. I love the drums on this. Drum sound on this is amazing. And the vocalist is amazing. And the vocalist I'm talking about, what is his name? I know I won't be able to see it. But he does the vocals for Steel Dragon in the movie Rockstar. I think he's one of the vocalists. But the reason why I bought this album originally was for one of the first singles. I wonder if it says his name. Well, I can't see it, but it's this fucking dude right there. Oh man, You Have Angel Eyes. What the fuck is it called? Can't see it and I can't remember the name of it. I'll Never Let You Go. Okay, it was a power ballad. That's why I bought this album. But my favorite track on this is Can't Stop, Love Ain't Easy, and She's Gone. That's probably the best power ballad of all time. I love the freaking piano work and the chorus on there. He gets way up there. It sounds so great. But yeah, so number 5, Steelheart with the self-titled album. Number 4 is Slaughter with Stick It To You. This is not my original CD. And the reason why I say that is I think my original CD was stolen. This was one I bought used because it's clipped. But originally I bought this on actually cassette, which is right here, my original cassette. And then I bought the CD a little bit later. I'm not sure what happened to it, and then I got this CD. But Slaughter, this is on Chrysalis Records. Up All Night, Sleep All Day. That's the first song I heard of. Also, I knew Mark Slaughter and Dana Strum was in Vinnie Vincent Invasion. And that's another reason why I decided, and that's why I know a little bit more history on this band. But Eye to Eye, Burning Bridges, I love the vocals on this. Fly to the Angels, is that on here? Yeah, Fly to the Angels, Mad About You. This great one. Great freaking guitar work in this. And that's one thing about glam metal is that the guitar solos and the vocals are always good. She Wants More. Yeah, this is Sleaze. And it's amazing. So Slaughter at number 4. Let's Stick It To You. I never owned Wild Side or Wildlife. This is the only Slaughter album I've ever owned. But I see people show that other one, and I remember hearing songs on it. I definitely liked it, but I never went out and got it. That's the only one I got. And this next one, and this is my favorite Poison album. Shit you not. At number 3 is Flesh and Blood, released in 1990. And if I remember right, Poison's from Pennsylvania, of all places. I always thought they were Los Angeles, but they're from Pennsylvania. But anyway, this album to me, the reason why I like it so much, and it's my favorite one, it holds more memories. Look What the Cat Dragon is actually the first album I got, and I love that album as well. But this is my favorite one just because the songs on it. It reminds me of me and my friend Larry going cruise Main Street, and we blast this thing. Got girls' phone numbers. But I just love how the album starts off with this intro called Strange Days of Uncle Jack. And for some reason, it just brings back a flood of memories just in the intro alone. And it goes into A Valley of Lost Souls, and I love the chorus on that. There's so many good songs on this. And this is it's got that bluesy side. And of course, you can see it's Sleaze, jeans, they lost the makeup and all that shit. Something to Believe In, I love that track. Unskinny Bop, I always love that guitar, drum and bass and vocals. But one of my favorite guitar solos of all time is actually on this record right here. And that's the Life Goes On, CC DeVille guitar solo. Gives me chills every time. It's definitely favorite one in my top 10. Love Poor Boy Blues. Love that song. Man, this album is a freaking masterpiece in my eyes. Yeah, I only have 3 Poison albums. The first 3 albums. That's pretty much all I needed. I do like the other stuff after this. Not really much to this, but I do like the other stuff. But this one was pretty much all I really needed. The first 3 albums. Flesh and Blood at number 3. Coming in at number 2, and it came out about the same time. It's Warrant's Cherry Pie, which most people are going to show Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. I do like that album a lot too, but this one, it's about the same period. I had both of these cassettes. My buddy Larry didn't really listen to the thrash metal side, so the compromise is we listened to this, and he dug these. And this one in particular, we picked up a couple chicks, and it was an ice storm night. I remember that, and we was driving around in a freaking ice storm listening to this album. So every time I hear it, it makes me think of that stuff. But this has probably one of the heaviest glam metal songs I've ever heard, and that's Uncle Tom's Cabin. Love that. Love the acoustical intro. Love the vocals and chorus. Of course, Cherry Pie. I love that song. It's kind of like the Inner Sandman. It got overplayed, but it's still a great track. Mr. Rainmaker. Love in Stereo. This one's the censored one with Tipper Gore in it. Just like I said in my last video with the body count, they released it without Cop Killer, of course. Well, this one they replaced it with a Blackfoot cover, I think, Train, if I remember right, if I'm correct. But this one has the Tipper Gore version. This is the Tipper Gore version, just great album. Every track. This is the original CD. I have, I think, 3 copies of this. The remaster I really dig because it has some bonus tracks on it as well. But that video is awesome. I also had the single Cherry Pie, and it had a Queen cover, I think. We Will Rock You, and they did it pretty good too. But yeah, great one. This is a great album. Coming in up number 2. Sorry, trying to burp at the same time. I don't think anybody's gonna fucking watch this video. The intro is too goddamn long. But I'm gonna keep it in there. I'm not gonna do this video again. So, number one, it came out about the same time. And everybody, when I typically show this band, it's always the first album. And I never see anybody show this out or in the top ranking glam metal video. And I kind of hesitate because this is a more heavier album. But Skid Row, Slave, To the Grind, which I have 3 copies of this. This happens to be, just like I said, the body count in that Warrant Cherry Pie, where they had to remove a song and replace it with another one. This one is the version with Get the Fuck Out, which was taken off, and they replaced it with Beggar's Day, which I have that version as well somewhere. Yeah, it's at the bottom here. It doesn't look any different than that CD, to be honest with you. It just looks newer. This has Beggar's Day on it, and then, well, I guess the cover art, well, this one's older. And then I'm a huge fan of this album, by the way, if you haven't noticed. And then the OG cassette with Get the Fuck Out. And you're going to notice, like the body count will have that parental sticker. And I think, I don't think the Warrant really ever did, but I know this one did. These versions with Get the Fuck Out. So, this album, oh my gosh, I could go on for days about this thing. This is still a constant listen, rotation, especially during the summer. I think I listen more glam metal during the summer than winter, but today, of course, it sounded great. I never had this on wax. I don't even think I care to have it on wax. I have these versions, and that's all I really need. But favorite tracks on this is, of course, Monkey Business, Slave to the Grind, Mud Kicker, Wasted Time, the ballad, In a Darkened Room, Get the Fuck Out, Psycho Holiday, is that right? Is that a Pantera song? Psycho Love. And sorry, Riot Act. You think it's raining, but you're pissing down my back, so stop. The Riot Act. Killer One, that's my number one. So, man, I love this album. Such a great one. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And you have an awesome, terrific day. Fuck, 30 minutes. I was trying to make this shorter. I'm going to watch this video, and if I like this version, I'm going to post it. Y'all have a fucking great one. Later, man.